Hello everyone, welcome to Flick Sports. Today, we are going to tell you about the top 10 college football locker rooms. Let's begin. This is our practice and game locker room you see over here. We got like a little player's lounge area where they kind of just eat their snack for practice, kind of get their minds right, and Jimbo's 4 core values, and also grit. A lot of money goes into this man, a lot of money. Now let's actually go to one of the lockers. As you can see, like some of these guys, it shows their name, their jersey number, shows their class, their position, and where they're from. It has the star where they're from. And then they have the Twitter name up on top, and when you push in, all their shoes come out on the bottom. Push it back in and it closes automatically. You open it up, it's just your typical locker room. As you can see, if they try to keep it clean on the outside for stuff like this. The locker rooms were a part of the project that got added later. It was not originally intended to do the locker rooms as part of the project, but we felt the need to find a way to make that part of what we did. So the locker rooms are in the place they were before, but completely renovated. Each coaching staff has a locker room. There's an area for the players' lounge for the players to have a locker space to shower, place to eat, and then a training room dedicated to those basketball teams. It basically tripled the space that we were living in before, and as you can see, we have 110 of these lockers. So each one of our players has their own individual space to prepare for the game. Let's look at the functionality of the individual lockers. We looked at what other people were doing around the country. We borrowed a little bit from each school. We thought of some of the unique features that work best for us. We'll start down here and lift up here to ventilate the foot locker here so their shoes can stay down. Here, we have a hanging area here where we'll hang up the game jerseys, the game pants, and their game day clothes in there. Then they can shut this. This now becomes their sitting area where they can sit there and listen to music and get mentally prepared for the game. We go up here where we have the area that lights up for their helmet, so we got the boat always sparkling and shining and focused right there. We go into here and they can power up their phones so they can listen to their music if need be, and then this part up here. We open up, and once again that area up there is for their shoulder pads. Here in the locker room, there are some nods to the Oracle. This is actually the floor from our 2015 championship. As you can see, there are also little TVs in each locker. It's to see the game plan as coaches talking about it. They can look in and see on TV screens here. Around the top here, you see these little vents. That's actually where the smell is coming. In and Mark did his research casinos and different places. He saw that the lighting kept you engaged and kept you focused and made you want to be there, as opposed to you kind of coming to a jury dark locker room, might not want to be there. Now we're in the locker room, and this is our new locker and everything like that up top. We got a shoulder pad area where it's vented, and even the door has holes where it can get fresh air in and out. The lock box right here where you can plug in your phone, iPad, anything you want, lock up any valuables. Another storage area here, and something unique that I haven't seen or worked with before until these were. It's a hanging area for the players that they've got coats or anything they want to hang. At the bottom, you've got a vented area for all your shoes and things like that. So if the shoes are damp or anything after practice, they can dry out and keep the locker room smell out. Now this locker room in general is massive, right? It's huge. By far, it's the best locker room I've ever been in, just the functionality of it. So we're going to enter the locker room. Here I've heard a lot of facilities have the eye. We've got the finger touch pop in here, push it down. Here's a button, click access granted. Welcome to the locker room here, state of the art. Pretty proud of this brand, and Adam and myself had a lot of input obviously. We're a big time user along with the players. Right here on all the crimson parts are all dry races, so they'll break in by position in different parts of the locker room. So each guy gets a photo taken here. This raises up all the cords and power are built into the locker here, so you never see anything that way, which is nice. We've got our shoulder pad rack with our glove rack. It's all ventilated through the top and the back here. Brought in our infinity of pattern here. This is kind of the pattern you'll see out throughout the building when the architect came. In here, they developed the infinity of meaning. Oklahoma football and Oklahoma athletics doesn't stop, it goes on for infinity. One of my favorite features that we designed is the pull-out shoe dryer. This is our players' side here, where they can do whatever they want. And then our equipment staff, this is a lot, but we keep all their game stuff in there. And then lastly, on game day, this sits here, and Hook's jersey and shoulder pads are displayed here. Coming back off the court right here, we have the Hilly family locker room. This was just finished in January as well. You have the ribbon board, which goes all the way across the top with each guy's locker, their name, height, and weight, where they're from. I think I got about 16 pairs. We did 12 pairs that our guys got this season. We're one of the few lucky schools that Nike takes care of with Nike Ad, so I placed that order in the summer. So we have 12 pairs of that Nike Ad, and then we have a couple pairs from previous years. This is the LeBron 7 Low. We got these in 2009. 2010, our first year, the coaches were these for coaches versus cancer. To my knowledge, there's not many pairs of these in the world. I'd say maybe about 30 tops if that, and this one everyone knows is a classic. This is the LeBron 7 High Top, so those were also our first year, 2009-2010, with DeMarcus, Eric Bledsoe, and John, and all those guys. These are the LeBron 9, which were released commercially, I believe, as well, but not with the UK brand. branding, so these were specific to us, and we got this in a black and a white pair 2001 and 2012. This is our locker room. I think it's 3 years old. As you can tell, it's got a honeycomb shape. Each locker is equipped with an iPad, so the guys can watch film per coach. If the coach wanted them to watch, Al Jefferson bought these for our guys. Each of them has a place for the shoes and wears their practice gear, and their stuff hangs, and then for when they're not here, we always like to close it so they can have their own privacy. Don't have to worry about it. People look at their stuff, and then we'll hang a jersey. So this is a major upgrade from what we had in the past. Our old locker room had a column in the middle and guys had to move their chairs around, so we were very conscious of the space. The number one thing we thought about when designing the lockers was space for shoes. When you're in college, this is an extension of your dorm room or your apartment. This is home. We want you to feel comfortable here. This is your space. So when you come down here and you have your clothes in the locker, you want to go in the lounge and take a nap, you don't come sit in the hot tub, take a shower. Like, we wanted you to be extremely comfortable and know that you can come here anytime you want. You're used to seeing the wooden lockers that are open, you can't close them. You know it's sleek, good design. It almost looks fast too, kind of like how we like to play. We'll have this gathering area before games. The guys will meet up with the coach, get their little pregame, talk in, and they'll be good to go. We want all the guys to get their items back in their locker. Let's close it up that way. We do have those recruits coming in, or those VIP people. Then we have this charger right here. You can just set your phone on it. They also have this personal lock box within their locker. If they want to just throw their phone in there, their wallet, before they go work out, close it. They got their own personal code. Now, Jordan, I know this whole renovation was $10 million, and one of the awesome parts of it is the locker room. The lockers, to be exact. Walmorn Lockers, a company out of Dallas, did these for us, and they've got these doors that open their pockets for us. Coach likes them closed for recruiting purposes, so that they can kind of clean up and stay recruit ready at all times. We're in the locker room right now, a state-of-the-art locker room. You can see the stone on the wall kind of has that cabin home feel, and we put the doors on the lockers to make it look clean and flush. We have ventilation running throughout the locker room non-stop. One thing we did add is the logo of Ralphie on the ceiling rather than doing it on the ground, so we don't have to rope it off and people aren't stepping on her. We put it up there. It's just respect. So when the team gets here on game day, whatever we're wearing that day, we'll have it set out for them. We have it right now with our traditional home uniform, gold helmet, black jersey, gold pants, and then whatever cleat they wear, their gloves, their compression shirt, socks. We'll have it laid out real nice for them. Hopefully our man George right here will try on a jersey and a helmet for us, take a couple pictures, and go from there. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video.